Hello friends, hope you are all doing well. So in this session we'll try to discuss regarding bandwidth for FM signals. So for both narrowband FM signal, when it comes to FM, there are two types of FM, narrowband FM signal and wideband FM signal, which I have already discussed. So now we will try to focus more on the bandwidth of the both the NBFM and WBFM. Okay, so this bandwidth is defined by a rule or law called as Carson's law. Okay, so at the end of the session, you will be able to understand what is the uh, Carson's law and how it will be helpful to calculate the narrowband FM and wideband FM bandwidths. Okay, and you will also be able to solve any problem related to calculation of a bandwidth of the FM signal. Okay, let us quickly start with the session now. So what is this Carson's law? So Carson's law is a law which helps us to calculate or estimate the approximate transmission bandwidth of a FM signal. Okay, we have to estimate, correct? So what are the bandwidth we can with which we can transmit a particular FM signal? So this is done or defined by the help of a Carson's law. So hence Carson's law defines the approximate bandwidth of the FM signal, bandwidth requirement of the FM signal. Okay, so I hope this is clear now. So now what are the basic formulas we will try to understand for NBFM and WBFM. So for bandwidth for NBFM is BW bandwidth is equal to 2 times of FM. So narrow band FM signal, very important. Remember the bandwidth of a NBFM wave, that is narrow band frequency modulation wave, is 2 FM. So what is this narrowband FM signal? So beta, that is modulation index, I have told you it is less than unity. Okay, so this is NBFM. Okay, if modulation index is less than unity, then it is called as NBFM wave. So in that particular scenario, bandwidth is going to be 2 times of FM. Okay, what is this FM? Modulating frequency. So this is the all about NBFM bandwidth. So when it comes to WBFM, okay, so WBFM, the bandwidth is going to be 2 into delta F plus FM. So as I told you in the previous sessions, WBFM, that is wideband frequency modulation, when beta is greater than going to be unity. If beta is greater than unity, then that is called as a wideband FM signal. So hence the bandwidth for that particular signal is going to be 2 times of delta F plus FM. So in case of now this is the basic formula actually for FM. So from this wideband FM signal only we arrive at the NBFM bandwidth equation. How? So in case of NBFM, as I told you, delta F is going to be 0. So just substitute 2FM, you will get it. So that is NBFM. So this is the basic equation I can say for FM. Okay, 2 times of delta F plus FM. So this is for wideband. And from wideband equation itself, once you substitute delta F as deviation is going to be 0, then you will get is 2FM. Okay, I hope this is very clear now. Okay, what Carson's law says, it just gives the estimation for transmission bandwidth, okay, of a FM signal. So now we'll try to cover one simple problem as an example. So example, a typical radio signal using FM has 5 kilohertz as a peak deviation. Okay, peak deviation is going to be 5 kilohertz. See, this is deviation, delta F is given now. Okay, first initially what you have to do is WBFM for any problem. Okay, so take WBFM, this particular bandwidth equation only into consideration. Okay, so then once if they give peak deviation or this frequency deviation as 0, then directly we have to assume that it is NBFM. That is a main thing to understand. Okay, so now 5 kilohertz as peak deviation is given, that means delta F some value is there, that means it is WBFM wave. That is understood now. And the maximum audio frequency is going to be 3 kilohertz. Maximum audio frequency means what? FM, maximum modulating frequency. That is, maximum audio frequency is nothing but maximum modulating frequency, that is FM. So 3 kilohertz, this is also given. So what would be required to find out the bandwidth? Okay, easily you can substitute, since frequency deviation, there is some frequency deviation value. Try to take this particular equation, BW bandwidth is equals to 2 times of delta F plus FM. Substitute delta F as 5. It is already given, that's why I'm taking. So delta f is 3, that is, sorry, 5. Sorry, it's 5. And fm is also given, that is maximum audio frequency is also given, which is 6. Substitute it, you will get 16 kilohertz. So this is the way you have to solve the bandwidth related problems, especially using this Carson's law or Carson's rule. Okay, so or rule also we can say, there is a Carson's rule, law, both are one and the same. Okay, so this is all about calculation of bandwidth for both WBFM and NBFM. Remember, once there is no peak deviation, then definitely it is a narrowband FM signal. We have to assume it because delta F is going to be 0 in that case. Okay, so this is all about Carson's law. So please do subscribe to my YouTube channel if you are not yet subscribed, and press the bell icon to get the latest updates, notifications. Hope you found it interesting. And if you have any doubts, so please comment in the YouTube comment section. If you want to know, as I told you previously also, if you want to know any of the particular topic related to electronics and communication branch, anything which is going to be kind of difficult for you, please comment in the YouTube comment section. Okay, and yeah, I will try to cover it as soon as possible. So thank you for watching. Take care. Bye.